Hello everyone. This is GG Calvin, and this is another Relax With Me long-form video, but we're in a different game series. Today it's Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, the trilogy. I found this series off of Steam, and I've been wanting to try it. I've actually been in episode 1, day 1 trial, and so it's in progress. Someone was murdered. We're going to find out who the killer was. And as I've said before on these Relax With Me videos, feel free just to slow down, rest, maybe even take a nap and sleep as I play along. So my game is going to load some saved data, and I believe it's in the middle of the trial. I'm going to do some commentary as we go along. Mr. Sowit, you sell newspaper subscriptions, is this correct? And this is the suspect who found the murdered woman. Oh yes, newspapers, yes. Mr. Sowit, you may proceed with your testimony. Please tell the court what you saw on the day of the murder. So there's no voices in this game, it really is all text-based. And this guy looks a little bit shady, as you can see the way that he's rotating and turning his body. So Sowit went door to door and then saw a man fleeing from the apartment. I thought he must be in a hurry because he left the door half open behind him. Thinking it strange, I looked inside the apartment. Then I saw her lying there. This is the woman who was murdered. A woman not moving dead. I quailed in fright and found myself unable to go inside. I thought to call the police immediately. However, the phone in her apartment wasn't working. I went to a nearby park and found a public phone. I remember the time exactly, it was 1 p.m. So based on what I know, getting these details are going to be really important. Time of day, sequence of events. There's a court record that I can look at. Huh, interesting. So the autopsy report, time of death happened between 4 and 5. But the witness is saying that he saw the body at 1 o'clock. I think that's a discrepancy. And the victim, the woman, had arrived home from Paris on July 30th, the day before the murder. Okay, so that's all going to be really important. Let's keep going. The man who ran was without a doubt the defendant, sitting right over there. Oh yes, and if I remember correctly, the defendant is a friend of Phoenix Wright. The judge says, And the friend is Larry. Why didn't you tell the truth? I can't defend you against a testimony like that. Incidentally, why was the phone in the victim's apartment working? Your Honor, at the time of the murder, there was a blackout in the building. Aren't phones supposed to work during a blackout? Yes, Your Honor. They must be talking about a landline. However, some cordless phones do not function normally. The phone that Mr. Sowit used was one of those, Your Honor. So this is the attorney on the opposite side. I have a record of the blackout for your perusal. So the electricity went out from 12 noon to 6 p.m. on the day of the crime. So that is part of the court evidence. Now, Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor. You may begin your cross-examination. Mia, I believe, is my boss. Alright, right, this is it, the real deal. What exactly am I supposed to do? Why, you exposed the lies in the testimony the witness just gave. What was the lies? What? He was lying? Your client is innocent, right? Then that witness must have lied in his testimony. So we're going to take the testimony apart. It's going to be a little bit of a process of elimination and logic. Or is your client really guilty? How do I prove he's not? You hold the key. It is in the evidence. Compare the witness's testimony to the evidence at hand. There's bound to be a contradiction in there. First, find contradictions between the court record and the witness's testimony. Then once you found the contradicting evidence, present it and rub it in the witness's face. Okay. Okay, we're going to open up the court evidence. So he's going door to door, saw the man fleeing. So this is kind of replaying what he was saying. I quailed in front, found myself So he found the woman dead at 1 p.m. But, let's see. The time of death was 4 to 5 p.m. So let's present this. You found the body at 1 p.m., you're sure? Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain. Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy reports. The autopsy notes the time of death at sometime after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. How do you explain this 3-hour gap? He's going to try to weasel his way out of this. Oh, that. Oh, Okay. This is trivial. The witness merely forgot the time. After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sawit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.? That's a really good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. Point out contradictions. Lies always beget more lies. See through one, and their whole story falls apart. So now he's going to present an excuse. Wait, I remember now. Would you care to give your testimony again? It's interesting that he can correct himself. He's given an opportunity to correct himself. You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time was probably coming from the television. But wasn't there a blackout? Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video of a taped program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. I think there was a blackout from 12 noon to 6 p.m. Isn't that correct? Where's the... On the day of the crime, right. So this is another contradiction that's happening. Terribly sorry about the misunderstanding. I see. You heard a voice. So you know what to do. I've got this one. Okay, so here, if I can look at... It was cause of death, and then it was the... Hold it right there. The prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and their record proves it. Okay. You couldn't have heard a television or a video because of the blackout. Gah. Irk. The defense is a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sawit? No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite. He's going to come up with another excuse. Oh, wait. I remember now, Mr. Sawit. The court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught. My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body. Very well, Mr. Sawit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. So he's going to change the story once again. And we've got to find the contradiction. Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yes, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw. I think that's the statue, the thinker statue. You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Huh. So instead of hearing the time, he said he saw it. I actually didn't hear the time, I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Now... It's not going to be the badge, it has to be this statue. Let's present it. Let's see what happens. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock, it was the statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? You with your objections and your evidence, just who do you think you are? Just answer the question, Mr. Sawit. Hey, I saw it there, okay? That's a clock. Your Honor, if I may... Yes, Mr. Payne. As the witness stated, this statue is indeed a clock. Huh. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time. It doesn't look like a clock. I submitted as a statue. My apologies. They keep changing their story. Well, they're finding these loopholes, I should say. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with his testimony now? Huh. Can I... I guess not. There was a clock on the scene, so no problem. Right. Are you out of your mind? The witness couldn't have possibly known it was clock just by seeing it. He said himself he never entered the apartment. It was in the testimony. Yes, I do. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it, so he had to enter the apartment. Yet the witness testified they never entered the apartment. Mia saved me there. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went into the apartment. You're lying. You were inside the apartment on the day of the murder. Oh yeah. Prove it. Prove I went in there. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with a clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Bold statements. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sawit. Oh, here we go. The sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned into your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture. Baseless. Just look at the witness's face. Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock? That day, I never, look, he's folding. No, I saw, oh, and he tears off his wig. He's upset. It was him, I tell you. I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Who's he referring to? Give him death. Order. Order in the court. Your Honor? A moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claims. Mr. Wright, Your Honor? You claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The sound Mr. Swit definitely heard was a clock. A fact which is clear if you simply... Well, there's no evidence of the neighbors in the story. Examine the clock's batteries. Try sounding the clock. Let's try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock here in the court. May I have the clock? So it beeps. I think it's 8:25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now? It is 11:25. There's a 3-hour difference. It's exactly 3 hours slow. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sawit heard and the actual time of death. So Mr. Sawit, try to talk your way out of this one. Probably going to come up with another excuse. You forgot one thing. While it may seem that the clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it's running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can't prove that, you don't have a case. Huh. He's right. How am I going to prove that? I'm so close, Mr. Wright. It seems you like the krill that... There's got to be some evidence supporting that. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness, unfortunately. Really? And look what happens. You treat me like a criminal. A criminal. Wait. Wasn't there... I thought there was evidence you could provide from... I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now. I thought we could provide... Oh, Mia comes in. Okay. Listen up, right? Don't throw this one away. Not like this. Think. But Chief, it's over. I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. Nobody can prove that. Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win and try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and think through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Because she had traveled, right? From Paris. Figure out the reason and you'll have proof, right? Can you think of a reason? I'm just going to say yes. Maybe I can prove it. You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right? Find it and let him have it. I don't have the present option yet in the menu. Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support the claim? Of course. There's a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt. Ah, tough words. Let's see you pull this one off. Let's see the evidence that proves why the clock was running slow. So the only evidence left is the passport, which I assume there's a time zone difference. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m., here it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was actually 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. A little bit of a jump there, but for us to interpret that, but let's keep going. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her dead in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sewit? I say, he did it. And he seems quite agitated. Order, order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your witness. He was arrested and has been taken away, Mr. Honor. Or, Your Honor. Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butz, not guilty. That's good for us. And with that, this court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Sewit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of the house that day. When Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sewit let himself in to do his dirty work. So this is what really happened. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sewit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find, which was the clock statue, and then murdered her. Ooh. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby, number 2. This must be after the case. Ooh, I still can't believe we won. Right. Good job in there. Congratulations. Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you. Not at all, not at all. You fought your own battles in there. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note. I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. Is there a little something going on between Phoenix and Mia? If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over. Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick, don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Nick is short for Phoenix, I guess. Good, wait, no, I mean bad, bad, bad. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Cindy Winnie's gone, man. Gone forever. Congratulations, Harry. Harry. Yes, you can. Yes, I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butz innocent. She's calling him Harry instead of Larry. Hey, thanks. I really owe you one. I won't forget this ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner? Movie? My treat? Oh no, I couldn't. Hey, oh, I skipped it. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. The murder weapon. A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that... Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me. Okay. Really? You made this. Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento. That's a little spooky. Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick, and she was just playing me for a fool. Don't that make you want to just cry? Are you so sure? Excuse me? I think she thought quite a lot of you in her own way. Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me. It's okay. Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Don't you have something to show your friend? Something that proves how she felt about him. Huh? Oh, yeah. Right. What is she talking about? I'm wondering that myself. No one would... What would I present to Larry? I guess let's try this. Here you go, Larry. Proof. Okay, so I don't know what was the right thing to show him there. Interesting. Because everything else was court evidence. Right. I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right? Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. That truly sounds like an anime. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off? Yeah, I guess so. Say, how about dinner on me? We'll drink a toast to innocent Butz. Yeah. Oh, speaking of Harry, you're saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him. Yeah, part at least. This is the lore. You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks? Of course. And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, "Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends." But I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay us, unless you count the clock he gave Mia. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. I wonder if it was the clock that I should have presented to Larry. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Interesting. So this ends episode 1 of Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. Okay. Let me see if I... What happens if I... Oh, do I need to... Oh, okay, so I'm figuring out the interface. In order to go to episode 2, I need to go to this next save slot. And there's... How many save slots? 10-ish? Okay, let's just take a quick look at... Oh, overwrite the selected save data? Yes, I guess. I'm learning this interface. It's a little bit different than what I'm used to. But I think we'll wrap it up shortly. Oh, select a slot to save in. I'm trying to figure out how to play episode 2. Oh, okay, so this launches in episode 2. Bring. Hello, this is Maya. Hey Maya, it's me. So we're already, I think, going into episode 2. We'll pick this up in a future long-form video. So we're going to wrap it up for today. This is GG Calvin signing out. I hope you have a good day, a good night, and I'll talk to you later. Thank you. Bye-bye.